it's weird to be finally saying goodbye to Hyoka, man, but I did just do it. It was a good show. It's a good show. But again, it's crazy. It's always crazy saying goodbye to a series, man. It's always crazy. But you know what? It means we get to say hi to other series. And in the case of this, I get to say hi again. Anyway, hey, hi, ho, and howdy, everyone. My name is Shannon Elshook, and welcome yet again to another episode of Your Lie in April. This time it is episode 10. That's right, boys and girls. It is good to be back once again. Yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed our, don't call it a comeback, but if you had to, do, and how'd you enjoy it? I'm really goddamn happy to be back here. I really appreciate everyone, checking out the last episode. Again, I don't know if it's going to end up doing as well in the long run as, obviously, if I just continued it when I did. It won't, because that's not how YouTube works. But, it makes me happy to be back with it all the same. I really enjoyed last episode, except for the fact that I hated it completely. It was terrible, and it was awful, and God, I hate her so much. Just so much. I hate her. Just the worst. After I watched that, I basically just went into Discord like, for the first time in my life, Shannon Shook, the guy who loves everything, the guy who's such a goddamn over-the-top sweetheart boy, wants to make a list of the top 10 characters I hate. Just wanna fucking strangle. Because she's on it, and she's high on that list. Also noticed, almost every single person that I would put on the list, because there's not many. I think there's maybe 5 or 6. I think all but one, and that's because that one also, too, is that one I don't even know if I should keep on the list, because I do actually kind of like that character. She just makes me want to fucking throw off her Ferris wheel. But no points for guessing who I'm talking about. Point is, but there are things I like about her. Everyone else on that list, however, I've noticed is a parental figure. Everyone. Every last one of them. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's fucking... It's Mama Kousei, Nakabachi, fucking Papa, Getsus, and that's the whole fucking list. Because I like people. I like people. I don't like characters. I don't like disliking things. But every one of those motherfuckers just kick off a roof. Anyway. She's in good company, is what I'm saying. Point is, we're here for yet again another episode of Your Lie in April. The last one made me very upset. Again, it's just, I know, obviously any of that stuff's gonna bother anyone with a conscience and a moral code and a soul. But a lot of that stuff, and again, a lot of parental stuff in general really affects me. Parental stuff and child abuse and shit like that. And other things in that same vein, you can get what I'm talking about. We've had this discussion before in Kousei. I hate everything. Point is, we've had our discussions. All of that stuff really negatively affects me because it touches on personal shit. So so she becomes very strangleable. Anyway. It's good to be back is the point. Anyway, what the hell happened last episode? It was the continuation of the concert performance thingy contest Madu that Takashi, Emi, and Kousei were all performing in. We had it started with a continuation of Emi stuff, which I really liked. Again, I like Emi. I like to see more of her as we go along. Hopefully after this we don't say goodbye to those two necessarily right away. But yeah, so we got a continuation for stuff, and definitely finishing it, and her going and you know, meeting up with Kousei and stuff, and Takashi being a real dude. But yeah, having all that, and then eventually starting Kousei's performance, which started okay. But we left off with it starting to get a little problematic and scary. Because, again, she's terrible, and she's permanently fucked that kid up. So, thanks, bitch. A burning passion I have for the hatred in my heart for that woman. Anyway, I'm happy to see more of this. Hopefully it has a slightly more positive outcome. But yeah, no, we had that, and we had a lot of flashbacks with him, and just, it was the thing. It was an experience. But again, I liked it in that I hate it way. You know what I mean. Anyway, let's see. Do I have anything else I want to go over before we do get started? Again, just finished Hyoka. As of a minute ago, I finished recording the last episode of Hyoka. So we're going to be releasing those. As of me recording this right now, we still have one episode left of K-On! It is recorded. It just is not uploaded yet because my internet is the business. But like a business that's crashing. It's a snake. Anyway. That joke was for me and me alone. And I didn't even do it right. It's a weird man, but a very cool man. Anyway, let's move on. Point is, yeah, my ear is fucking with me really bad. I hate that. Oh, that hurts. What is that about? That really sucks. Anyway, so we have that. So we have those going on. Here very, very shortly, I'm going to hopefully push through and finish up Data Live. That's something I'd very much like to do. The plan is to start Madoka back up here fairly shortly. Again, it was worried trying to figure that out because both ReZero Season 2 and Kaguya-sama Love is War Season 2 are both just over the horizon this coming season. As far as I know, Kaguya-sama Love is War is still there. But ReZero Season 2 ended up getting pushed back because 2020 is bullshit. Yep. Anyway, again, I totally understand where they're coming from. Fuck this virus shit, but it really does suck. Anyway, so that's going on there. Grisaya and Fire Emblem, I want to come back here fairly soon so that I can continue working my way through those because Michiru is Michiru, and because Fire Emblem is Fire Emblem, man, shit's fantastic. And plus, I got so much more shit to do. Again, I have so much more students. You added more students to the game. I already have the whole goddamn school. Okay, we're just gonna move on. Pretend like I'm not going to have an anxiety attack over trying to appease fictional fucking children. Anyway, point is, so that's all something, as well as here, sooner rather than later, we should be starting up Steins Gate 0 fucking finally. Again, I've gotten some rewatches in on that, so it's still relatively fresh in my brain, and Steins Gate's the shit, so put 0 in my mouth, even if I'm probably going to be sad through a lot of it, because Steins Gate can get sad sometimes, and also the whole getting over to the 0 part concerns the shit out of me, because I don't know what's going down, but I know it. Let's be real, it's Steins Gate. It's gonna be some shit. Anyway, that's the thing. Psychonaut Season 2 will be something I'd like to get to as well. Eventually, but I do think I'm considering it slightly farther back, is starting up Monogatari again. Again, I don't fucking remember if it's Kizu or Nisei. But one of those, whichever one I fucking flip the coins on with the heads with the do. I don't fucking know, dude. I just want to see the monkey again, and the crab lady, and there's a snail and a His main power is being a snake. So anyway, there's that. And then just hopefully eventually getting to other, stuff. Next week's gonna be interesting. Because two things. I'm getting this ripped out my fucking face. My tooth, so that's gonna be fun. And then I have more teeth that need to go as well. Wisdom are those ones. This one's just fucked, but those are God's mistake. But yeah, no, so I have all that shit to work with, which is gonna be fucking fun. So probably not recording much next week. Also, should be having a fun video coming out next week. I'm gonna try and record that before I get my fucking face torn apart. And hopefully we're gonna have a great time with it. I hope so. I spent $60 on a fucking outfit for it. So if it doesn't work out, I'm going to cry. That is half a week's work right there. That you spent on a fucking outfit for one video. What the shit? Anyway. Yes, that's all that. Do I have anything else? It's only been 11 minutes? That's crazy. I spent fucking 15, 20 goddamn minutes talking about fucking Satoshi alone in the last episode of Yo. Wild. Anyway. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. Your Land April, episode 10. It's going to be delicious. Going to be scrumptious. Going to be fantastic. Unless it's not. Which fuck me, I guess. Here's hoping. And if we are gonna fuck me with Carrie, that was the joke. That was the joke, Shannon. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this in 3, 2, 1. Don't go breaking my heart. It should be right on the duh for don't. Shannon, you dumbass. Could have been the D for dumbass, but. Well, what's going on? So make sure I'm on the right episode. Hi, Clarence. This poor fucking kid is so mentally fucked up, and it's not. It's ridiculous, man. And I love all these kids, and I don't want them dealing with all this shit. And again, I didn't even touch on the goddamn Cowrie thing from last episode, which made me want to just punch people in the face. There it is. Another assorted doo-doo-dooms. Doom, that's another thing that I want to fuck around with. Did I mention that? I don't remember. It's a very different... That's a tonal shift from this. This adorable thing here, and then rip and tear, as it is. As you do. Again, I just also, just because I love this goddamn show so much, I want to say a huge thank you again to everyone who did give, their support and comments or likes or whatever the heck, for the last episode and the ones before waiting for it, on this show. Because again, this is one that became my favorite in approximately 17 seconds after starting it. So again, seeing something I really care about, do well, it makes me very, very happy. So thank you. You guys are awesome. And just for being nice to me. You guys are cool people. How we doing, man? I feel like not stellar. I hate it, but again, the metaphor of him being like trapped at the bottom of the sea for his stuff. I don't know. I really do like it. Again, the visuals and visual metaphors and stuff in the show are really, really well done and beautiful, even though they upset me immensely. You can do it, bud. You can do it. I believe in you. Fuck off. Satan. You're dead. Die and stay there. Go away. Just slam the bitch's head in the goddamn piano. I just hate her so much. She may be my most hated fucking character in anything ever. Like, she's just, I'm so sorry if that's annoying to hear me keep saying, but just it's. Can't let her own you, bud. I know it's a lot easier said than done. I believe in you, man. You can do it. Oh. So I think I know that voice too. I'm so sorry. I've not said like anything. I am just way too fucking in at this point. One of the most beautiful fucking things I've ever seen. This is what that was. As like not even as a joke. Why the fuck am I crying? I'm fucking Where the fuck's my girl at? I was gonna talk and then I choked on my everything. I don't know why that got me as bad as it did, but it did, that whole fucking thing. That's wild. That's episode 10 and it feels like I was like, oh, that's the second to last episode, or that's so that feels like that was climactic as fuck. I have been extremely lucky in my time watching anime and being on this channel and, you know, doing everything I've done, that I've gotten to see some incredibly beautiful things. Don't know if anything's ever hit me quite that way. That was, again, I'm sorry that I didn't talk much after a minute there. Like, it's all, blah, 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 I hate the mom. And then, fuck you in the neck. Fuck out of here, trash man. I know, right? No. Give Emmy a big old fucking hug. I'd imagine. Fucking me up, and I'm just watching the goddamn thing. No. No, who are you? Who the fuck are you now? Well, you talking shit. Who is this? There's always another person out here talking shit. Who the There's always someone. That was, yeah, I don't think anything's hit me like that. Aside from maybe Meech, because for whatever reason, again, if you know anything about me, I will just look at Michiru smile and I will cry. I have a fucking problem. But even then, like, it's a different kind of, maybe it isn't really. Maybe it isn't. Because it's just, there's a kind, I don't know. It is so impossible for me to try and explain it. And maybe that's kind of why it is closer. Because I can't really explain that one either. But that was one of the most just beautifully profound things I've ever seen in my fucking life. And I don't... profoundly beautiful, if not beautifully profound. Because I did believe that at some point that would happen. He'd finally be able to... that he was eventually going to be able to hit that point where he could turn it. But watching everything he went through to get there, and the realizations that he needed to get there, was something. And there itself was something else entirely. Like, I don't know, through the entire time I've been watching him play, the entire rest of the time in the series, it's been something like, okay, so I'm very curious to see how it's going to go when he finally gets there. Because again, like I was saying just a second ago, I knew it was going to happen eventually, but the question was what it was going to be like when it actually got there, and when was it going to happen. But what it was like something I wasn't expecting at all. Again, I don't know why that hit me. Would you fucking stop it, you grown-ass human man? It's a very Michiru thing is what it is. I guess that's generally the reaction I have. Oh, she walked in frame? Cool. I'm crying now. You fucking pathetic human. Yeah. again, I was talking about earlier the visual metaphor that they use throughout the show, just throughout all the different kinds, because there's plenty of it. It's always beautiful, even when it's kind of tragic and sad and dark. But getting to see it where it wasn't, and getting to see where it wasn't that for someone who really, really needed it, coming from someone who really, really needed it. Yeah. Like, this entire time I've been talking, there's one thing I've been wanting to talk about, but I know the second I try and talk about it, I'm going to start crying again. And we've established at this point, through this conversation, that I don't like that. It's bothering me. And it's Kaori. Again, what she... saying. It's the reason I haven't brought it up yet. I'm gonna slap the shit out of myself if I can't fucking speak. What she represents for him as kind of the antithesis of everything that his mother was. What she represents for him as something to work for, to work towards, to play for. She's his muse, she is his destination, she's his journey, she's all of that. She's that star in the sky that he can follow. She's that fucking hand that reaches down to the bottom of the sea that he can grab onto. And yeah. I'm real down low here, aren't I? Yeah. She's great, is the point. Again, I was saying she's going to be top 10 by the time the series is over. Okay, maybe she's going to be top 10 by the time I get to the next episode. And she didn't even really do anything. she didn't even do anything this time. It was all everything else that had been done before. I am going to end this video now because there's nothing else I can really say. Beyond that was beautiful. That was one of my favorite episodes of anything I've ever seen. Again, that affected me in a way that almost nothing else ever has. Again, I honestly think, again, it sounds dumb, especially to anyone who doesn't even know who the fuck I'm talking about. It's that one right there. That one? Yeah, that one. That one. I don't think anything else has ever affected me quite that way. At least in media. But her. Something that just strikes me as beautiful in a way that I can't actually describe. I can't explain. It just is. So I liked this episode, I guess is the point. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I want to say a thank you to everyone who watched that episode. I'm going to go ahead and call it for tonight. Thank you. I love you all dearly, and I will see you guys next time. Love you.